There are not many episodes of The Simpsons that I never want to watch again, but 24 minutes is one of them. And I have to say, this is the highest rated in a very long time, so I think I might be alone with that view. This is the 21st episode of the 18th season of The Simpsons, directed by Raymond S. Persi, and for reference, it's got 8.1 out of 10 across 2.4 thousand reviews and ratings on IMDb, which for this stage in The Simpsons is incredible. I can't remember the last one that entered the 8s. And I think maybe if I were a fan of the TV show 24, which it is parodying, maybe I'd have a better relationship with it. It's not that I don't like 24, it's simply that I've never seen it. So there may be things in this that would appeal to me a lot more if I had that context, but I can only view this from my perspective. So it's worth bearing in mind that I don't like it, but it may appeal more to you if you've seen 24. Basically, some kids from Springfield Elementary who are playing truant are planning on setting off a bomb at the bake sale, and what I did like is that it does tie in Homer's very weak narrative of a stinking yogurt, which sounds weird, but it makes enough sense when you watch it, with the idea for the bullies to create, the ultimate stink bomb to set off at the bake sale. I like how they were kind of tied together. That made a lot of sense. What was interesting, and I don't know if it worked very well, is that Bart was on the wrong side of the plot, the side that I hadn't expected him to be on. And I think that meant I didn't fully believe in a lot of what the narrative was saying. Maybe that's just something with 24 where, somebody who you think should be an antagonist is actually working alongside people who are meant to be helping. Again, I have no context for any of this. And the only thing I did like is that not every character is what they seem. And I think that was quite cleverly written. But honestly, I just felt like it was, well, I want to say it was trying too hard with, some different editing and things, but I'm sure there are episodes that are slightly different from the norm that I actually really like. So I don't think it's necessarily fair for me to say it's a bad episode, because I'm not the target audience. Obviously, as a Simpsons fan, I am. But, for example, the episode that parodies Mary Poppins is one of my favourite things ever. That really appeals to me. Whereas I can understand if somebody's never seen Mary Poppins, that episode might seem quite rubbish to them. So I kind of feel like it's a very similar thing. To me, I don't have the references. It's not really ringing any bells with me. So I have to kind of think maybe it's my equivalent of Mary Poppins for people who haven't seen that. Or a couple of episodes ago, there was a parody of The Sound of Music, where similarly, if you're not a fan of Sound of Music or if you've never seen it, there'll be things in there that you might not get and understand. So for me, 24 minutes was boring, really boring. As I said, maybe some characters had some interesting roles to play that I hadn't expected, so it's not completely terrible, but I have to say, as somebody who's never seen 24, I just didn't get the point in it. If I ever watch 24, I'll come back to this episode and see if my opinion has changed, but for now, I don't think I'll ever watch it again.